More new types of tanks, the War Secretary reports, are now coming along.
Before we talk German Leopards, British Challengers and Russian T-tanks, it's worth reflecting that nearly 80 years on from World War II, we're talking about tanks again.
A powerful infantry tank, heavily armoured, fast, and
facing off each other in field battles in a war in Europe. The reason, across eastern Ukraine, the horrors of history have come back to haunt.
Right through the forest, however, the enemy were pressed back, our troops advancing along the roads and tracks, while patrols went forward on each flank.
Bloody, trenched-based fighting, the thing the tank was made for. On Friday, Western defence ministers meet in Germany. The expectation, some sort of coordinated announcement involving main battle tank deliveries to Ukraine. Germany's defence minister, Christine Lambrecht, won't be there though. She's resigned. A series of blunders, including this message about Ukraine, set against a New Year's firework display, is only part of the reason.
She had given the impression very early on, I saw her at the Munich Security Conference nearly a year ago, of being uninterested in the issues, not well prepared, and not really willing to take them on. And this was 4 days before the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Today, I can announce the most significant package of combat power to date to accelerate Ukrainian success. This includes a squadron of Challenger 2 tanks with armoured recovery and repair vehicles.
The official announcement today of 14 British Challenger 2s to be delivered to Ukraine in the coming weeks, stealing the diplomatic march ahead of Friday's defence meeting, but also nudging the Germans to follow suit and free up both their own Leopard 2s and those in other European countries for use in Ukraine.
Over 60 tons in weight, 1500 PS. Start up the engine of the Leopard 2 A7V.
At the beginning of the invasion, Germany was slower off the mark, delivering hardware, but that has changed over time. Western aid to Ukraine comes in many forms: military equipment, cash, humanitarian aid, training, and it's important to compare like with like. But let's just look at commitments of weaponry and equipment for a moment. Here's the league table in billions of euros. The US, as you'd expect, is miles ahead in terms of the value of the hardware donated at 18.5 billion euros. Germany is actually next at some 2.3 billion in terms of kit given. Then the UK, although remember this doesn't include financial aid with a military purpose. Then Poland, Canada, and so on. The trope is that Germany is something of a cautious partner when it comes to this war.
I'm well aware of the trope. It's a popular trope in Britain. If you look at the absolute numbers, the Germans have actually given more kit to Ukraine than the Brits have, if belatedly and reluctantly often. Should we have given them Leopards, the main battle tanks, early on? Absolutely. Do I think we're going to give them now? Yes, I think so. There is going to be another military aid meeting in Ramstein at the end of the week. And I would be very surprised personally if that didn't involve an announcement by the Germans that they would be participating in the attack consortium.
But how much Western support is too much Western support as far as Putin is concerned? Yesterday appeared on Russian TV saying everything was going to plan in Ukraine. It's not. So, is there a line where he'd even ignore the tempering influence of allies like China, for example? And if that line exists, what would he do once it's crossed?